The current American president once received the nickname Sleepy Joe from Donald Trump, but Biden can invent epithets for himself. He once called himself a Gaffe Machine, and in fairness, he regularly justifies this description. So in October, the president struggled to leave the stage after his speech in Pittsburgh. After finishing his speech, Biden first turned to the right, then stopped to chat with someone who wasn't there, after which he turned around and walked off the stage on the left side. However, when watching the footage from a different angle, you can see that there were guards behind the stage on the right hand of the speaker, and apparently the US president turned to talk to them, and then very cheerfully went down to the guests of the event. A similar, only somewhat more comical incident occurred with the Gaffe Machine a few weeks earlier. After a speech at the UN, he seemed to be trying to find a way off the stage for a while, and then he stood hesitantly in the corner. But if you watch the entire video of the ceremony, you can easily find an explanation for the seemingly strange behavior. After Biden's speech, the host of the ceremony asked other world leaders to come up on stage to take pictures together. So the American president didn't get lost. He was walking to the exit from the stage, but his assistant stopped him because he would still have to go back up according to the script. Recently, another awkward thing happened, which immediately became a cause for ridicule. People say Joe Biden got lost again. He and his wife attended the planting of trees on the lawn at the White House. After the ceremony, the president went first in one direction, but stopped in confusion when the security service directed him in the opposite direction. However, if you look closely, it becomes clear that Biden just went the same way as the rest of the guests, but the guards planned a different route for him. So the president obeyed them, sarcastically commenting, "Yeah, I notice how much freedom I have." Even earlier, a video of Joseph Biden leaving during his wife Jill's speech and returning a few seconds later was spread on social networks. The awkward incident occurred during a visit to one of the American schools, and unfortunately, we didn't get an explanation of what it was. In addition to wandering around the stage, videos titled "Joe Biden Shakes Hands with an Invisible Man" went viral. There have already been several such incidents, but in each case, it wasn't a handshake, but a gesture indicating the direction. Perhaps the president should adjust his gestures to stop provoking haters. Biden is also known for his slips in speech. He repeatedly called Vice President Kamala Harris a president, got confused in his speeches, forgot words and names, even confused Ukraine with Iran. But perhaps you will be more lenient to the speech blunders of the American leader when you learn that he has been struggling with stuttering all his life. People with this speech impediment may repeat the same words or sounds, make long pauses, and have difficulty choosing words, although they know exactly what they want to say. The fact that Biden can make long speeches is already a big victory. But sometimes, in moments of great stress and fatigue, stuttering returns. Nevertheless, sometimes Biden says wrong things not because of his speech impediment, but quite consciously. For example, back in 2006, he spoke very inappropriately about Americans of Indian descent, after which the senator's office had to explain his words. Another time, during the presidential election race, he suggested that an immigration activist who confronted him should vote for Trump, and an environmental activist should vote for someone else. What do you think about Joe Biden's awkward moments? If you like the video, leave a like and also subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss anything interesting.